on to Sister Fefe Channel, where you are welcome here. Hey guys, this is Sister Fefe. Tonight we're going to be talking about a topic in behalf of women proposing to men. I want to hear your input along with my input in behalf of this topic. I know um, I typically don't talk probably much on uh, marriage a lot, but marriage is dear to my heart. And I do want to be compassionate uh, upon this topic, but I want to be real at the same time. So as you guys come in, please thumbs up the live, share the live out, and let's get into this topic. Tonight I was actually strolling through um the on the internet, and I was looking at this video where this young lady was um in court, and she was trying to basically encourage her um boyfriend of many years, or couple of years or whatever, to convince him to marry her. And the way she was going about it, it really bothered my spirit. She was she was like literally basically about on her knees crying. And the gentleman was saying to her that he had not had the opportunity to meet her family, and he just wanted to know her family more, and he wanted to do it himself. He didn't want her to propose to him, you know. And to be honest, it does sound awkward, for a woman to do it. But I also know that a lot of times women, they do propose to men because they desire to have that male to be faithful to them, and they're really desperate, you know to have that individual in their life. And I recommend that, you shouldn't be so desperate to the point that you're about to lose it. This girl was literally about to lose it. She just could not understand. She couldn't understand why he didn't want to marry her, even though he was telling her his reason why. She still refused to uh, take his answer concerning the reason why he was not going to marry her that way. She even purchased the ring. She had the ring in the courtroom, telling him, if love me, you'll take this ring. I have it here. All you have to do is just go on your knees and propose to me, and then that would do it, you know. But that is not the way that he wanted to do it. It does not mean that he doesn't love her, because he actually stressed like over and over that he loved her, and that he said, I do want to be with you, but I don't want to marry you this way. And it's very sad that a woman would go to that level, um, to buy the ring and get so depressed because the timing is not falling in the direction or the other way that she wants it to fall. But I do truly believe that everything happens for a reason. And I know biblically the scripture says when a man finds of a wife, he finds a good thing, right? And also, I'm not saying that is something wrong with you, going to that individual and saying, hey, I desire to be married one day. It's nothing wrong with you sharing your heart to that person, but I do believe that you should give that individual the space and time to also agree with you concerning that bond that you desire to take place, because we're living in a time you don't want to marry someone that you're unequally yoked with, even though she was crying and she was like boohooing and everything. It was just an emotional um a moment that she was going through. She was going through a phase of just her emotions was getting the best of her. And I can tell that also it was like she cannot take rejection. A lot of women, they can't take rejection. They feel like if the man don't do it right then that man doesn't love them. Is something wrong with them. And a lot of times there's nothing wrong with you. Um, for us, like body wise or anything like that. A lot of times what the problem is, a man is probably really just analyzing you as a whole, you know. Um, how are you built, when problems arise? How are you gonna act if I tell you no? Just like that moment right there. He was just telling her, he did not want to do it that way. And she was literally, she was having a fit. This girl was having a fit. And so I'm just being honest. If I was a male and she was having a fit like that, I don't think I would want to be you know, excited about, marrying her that way, you know. Hey, ATL, thank you so much for coming in. I just don't think I will be encouraged to want to marry her because, you know, that is a sign that if I tell you no, you are gonna have in other words, a hissy fit. And you need to be mature enough to handle when somebody tell you no. He could have been wanting to surprise you, you know. He has things as a man that he wants to do for you as well, you know. And I can see that within that young gentleman eyes that he's like, I don't want to lose my manhood by allowing this woman to propose to me. It's out of order. It is out of order because actually, biblically, God brought the woman to the man. All right. The man wants to be prepared. God didn't bring this woman to this man and he was not equipped for her. No, he had everything in order. And so I feel like that man was just wanting to make sure that everything was in order before, he, possibly would have proposed to her. I know that you do have a lot of men that will run women around in circles at times. Okay. I'm not saying that. But in this case, this woman is literally like having panic attacks and everything, because this man, said to her, look, I just want to do things decent and in order. And you proposing to me is not what I want. That takes away from my manhood. And right, ATL, I ain't proposing to anyone. Right? It really looks really awkward. I'm not saying that you can't, you know, um, let the man know, your desires and what you want to take place, and maybe even paint out a picture of how you want your wedding to be. There's nothing wrong with that. But for you to get on your knees as a woman and propose to a man, I just don't, this is just my opinion. I'm not trying to make nobody feel uncomfortable or anything, but this thing bothered me. Like, she was a beautiful girl, and I could see she was so depressed. She was so depressed because he just stood with his word. And so when the judge began to say to her, look, this man and you and this man is unequally yoked, right? This is not the timing. This is not the timing for this to happen. And you need to, wipe your face. Either you guys are gonna try to work this out, figure it out, or either you need to, go on with your life. But like I said, it just did not seem like he was a bad guy or anything like that. It's just he was standing his grounds concerning her not proposing to him. I would love to hear your or read your comments in behalf of, what do you think about a woman getting on her knees and she proposing to a man? What do you have to say about it? I don't, please be nice and kind, but be, honest. Be honest uh with 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 your comment, because somebody needs to really see this. I'm not saying everybody in this world, you know uh it didn't work, because you got some people that has done it, but I just believe that it's not the way it should be done. So yeah, I had that on my heart, and I just really wanted to share that concerning this situation, because I just don't believe that a woman should get on her knees and propose to a man. Be patient. Ladies, be patient. Um, God will bring it to pass for you. The main thing is, make sure that that man is truly worthy of your forever. The same thing with you men. Don't just be falling on your knees because somebody pressuring you, to marry them. You should not do that either. You know what I mean? And hey sis, it's so good to see you. ATL says no deal. I feel like a man should. I believe that too. I believe that the man should propose to that woman. And also, ladies, make sure that that man is worthy of proposing to you. Do he have everything um in order? Not saying that he got to be rich or anything like that, but he need to have things in order as well as you. It's not fair for the man to be in order and you out of order, or you in order and the man out of order. No, you need to be equally yoked. You know, Nessa says absolutely not. Hey y'all, yes. Don't be going on your knees, and that's a sign of desperate. To me, ladies, don't be desperate to be with someone so bad that you are literally um making yourself look bad. It looks really bad that you are going to that extreme uh to go on your knees and literally you buying the ring. Okay, she literally bought the ring. She bought the ring. She, she's basically trying to tell him how to propose to her. No, he should be able to bring that ring to you. Okay? It's a difference if you guys are already married and you just doing something special because, you guys made it through a long journey, a lot of milestones, etc. And you just want to have fun, you laughing and bring some joy to your marriage. But no, not going into your marriage. And you literally like crying, like you're breaking down, you know? Hey, Gerald, good to see you. Gerald say, no way, that's what a man to do. Right. Right. You deserve this, ladies. You deserve for that man to especially surprise you. You know what I mean? One day, you go to work and he comes to your job and he do something, beautiful for you by surprising you at your job or at the grocery. That is beautiful. Okay, that is beautiful. But I also don't want to paint a picture that is always good, because I have seen people literally, you know um get married and have beautiful weddings, spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and their marriage don't even make it. Okay, it don't even make it. So you don't want that to happen. Okay. So don't get caught up in, ladies, because somebody do go on their knees and they ask you to marry them. You got to be cautious for that as well. But I had just really wanted to get on here because it bothered me, y'all. I just can't stop saying it. It bothered me so bad to know that a female literally are bawling tears. She just felt like he just ripped her heart out of her chest because he said, baby, I love you, but I will not marry you this way. I mean, what do you guys say about him saying that to her? Do you feel like he's wrong for telling her the truth about saying, baby, I'm not going to marry you this way because I'm a man? This is what this man is saying. I I want to marry you, but I don't want to marry you this way. I don't think it's nothing wrong with it, right? It's nothing wrong with it, ladies. If you're chiming in and you've been with someone for a long time, now you really need to evaluate that. Okay, if you've been with somebody for over, 4 or 5 years or whatever, and it just don't seem like things are not adding up, then that could be a sign. The reason why he's not marrying you, because it's something that is there between you and him. It's not adding up. And also, it could be a sign God is saying, look, he's not the right one. She's not the right one. Because I see men do it too. They marry the wrong women, you know. But God could be making an escape way for that young lady as well. Sometimes we beg for stuff we shouldn't even be having, because I'm guilty of that. I never get when I was in my first relationship and I begged God. I literally begged God for this gentleman. Just beg God. And this man was unequally yoked all the way around. Everything that I didn't want, he did majority of the stuff. And no, oh, we think, ladies, we can change the man. You can't change nobody. The only person can change them is God and themselves. They got to want to be changed. So don't be going on your knees crying, booing and crying because this man don't want to marry you. If he don't want to marry you right then and there, it's okay. It is okay, my sister. Don't be rushing into nothing. Cause like myself, I begged and I begged and I begged. And guess what? I begged until I got a bunch of mess. A bunch of mess in my life. A bunch of mess. Stuff that could have killed me. I begged for it. I had been in this house. My energy level was low, but God showed me that and told me, just like, my spirit was like, I got to talk about this. Stop begging for things, ladies, that may not even be ordained from God. You got the signs, or maybe you just need to have patience. The man could be the right one, but you just don't have patience. And there's some things you need to work on. And Drill say, no way, can't be done. Tell him, yes. I want you to know, ladies, you guys are amazing. And I just want you to learn how to be patient. Make sure that if you're in a relationship and the relationship is taking longer than it should, far as that person marrying you, and if that's what you want, then you might need to, like I said, analyze it, write down the things that he is doing or he or she is doing. And if he's not doing what he's supposed to do, then you need to move on with your life. And that's what our problem is. As women, we don't like to move on. We are so afraid somebody else gonna get that man. And so we put up with all that mess until they finally ends up hurting us. And really it's just God just making a escape for us. That's all it is. If you want to know the truth about it. So stop rushing. Stop trying to get on your knees, asking a man to marry you, going and spending money on rings and and stuff like that on yourself. Let that man do that for you. Let that man do that for you. And once he prove himself throughout the years, then you do something special for him. You know what I mean? You reverence him. You lift him up. Because it's a beautiful thing. Marriage is a beautiful thing. And I do pray that God will bless you with that special mate. I really, really do. But y'all, I had to get on here. I had to share this because it was needed. But I appreciate you guys for chiming in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and share this video out so some other woman will see this, and hopefully she will be encouraged to wait on God and not rush into something that may not even be for her. But whatever's for her, it's going to be a beautiful thing. I want it to be a beautiful thing for my brothers and my sisters. I really, really do. I want you to be able to get that dress you want. I want you to be able to get that ring you desire from the man, He can be able to help you with the wedding and you ain't doing it all. It's time out for that, ladies. You work hard for everything that you have. You take care of your children. You take care of your grandchildren. You just you know how to lead. Majority of times, women know what to do. So that was a sign right there when that lady got on her. It was crying and pulled out the ring. She said, "Here the ring, here the ring." That let me know that she got money. She could take care of herself. Let that man pull that ring out. Let him bring what he need to bring to the table. It's time out for you ladies being the only leader in the relationship. It's time out for that, y'all. It's time for you guys to be able to enjoy life together. So I pray for you guys um to be able to find someone that's gonna be equally yoked, and you're gonna be confident enough to know that one day that guy is gonna get on his knees and he gonna tell you I do. I appreciate you guys for chiming in, and please share this video out once again, and hopefully we can get back into these topics once again. With that being said, I'm getting ready to log out and say blessings to you all. Good night. Welcome to Sister Fefe. Welcome to Sister Fefe Channel, where you are welcome.